Well, this is the old master Ford. I'm sitting down here reminiscing a little bit. I built this bulldozer to show one of my grandsons how we used to have to make our own toys. I said, you know, you can do a lot of pushing dirt with that thing and push it up right there. And if you get tired, you can set it up like this and sit on it. Makes a little seat. But anyway, it got me thinking about education, how folks changed over the years. I remember how I got my education. I remember when I was growing up and didn't have TV to watch or things like that, so I discovered a book. Well, I began to read these books. There's one right there called Lost and Found, and that got me interested in treasure hunting. Got to thinking about all that. And got a little chapter in there called Mr. Chunk, and it showed me how to got interested in chunking a football like this. But one of the most interesting books I ever read, this little baby right here, when I got older I could read better, is Understanding Human Behavior. Now that's a pretty good thing to read if you ain't got nothing else to do. And anyway, I was interested in gardening. This little book right here tells you about everything. Notice it was only 99 cents when I got it. It probably cost you $10 or $15 now. Got a lot of words in there. And the way I learned them words, I didn't have nothing to do when I was growing up. I started reading the dictionary. I started on the A's. I might read 2 or 3 hours on the A's. And then I'd go over to the B's. And believe it or not, I learned a lot by reading this old dictionary right here. Then later on, Mama saved up. She couldn't afford these kind of encyclopedia. World Book, that was the best brand back then. But she got me saved up with the green stamps and got me a set of Funk and Waggleses. And it was pretty good encyclopedia. Mama went over to that grocery store once a week for I don't know how many months till she got enough green stamps to save up enough to buy me a set of encyclopedias for her boy. And I sure do thank you, Mama, for doing that. But later on, I bought these here encyclopedias for my youngins. See that science here in 1983? It tells you all about science, all that stuff. That little gadget there, I don't know what that is. These little things right here. Well, you keep up with it, but you can learn a lot of information like that fella right there. Take a look at him, see? And he's learning all about all kinds of things. Well, I got me a computer, and I found this here little book right here. Absolute Beginner's Guide to Computer Basics. He's bald-headed, I kind of like that, but it tells you this basic stuff and all. Some of it I don't understand, but I didn't need that part anyway. And then got interested in baseball and found this little jewel right here, Baseball Coach's Guide to Drill and Skills. Brushed up, see right there, it tells you how to do the wind-up stance. You know, got little pictures you can look at if you can't read that good. But anyway, see there, you got a 5-gallon bucket. I told you they was pretty handy gadgets. You know, you got that stick up there with that ball. It shows you how to swing the ball. And then I got interested in dancing. And this little jewel right here gives you the steps. See there? You have to cut your feet out. I used chalk and drew them on the concrete over there. Tells you the exact steps to follow. Well, anyway, I was out there by the barn. This old barn got all kind of stuff in it. I even found this book right here, brought back memories about pooch kicking. You know, I showed you on my video how to pooch kick. You have to pooch it like that right there. I found me a Dr. Pepper to drink. This is a real good product right here. This fella from Texas, I believe, invented this. I remember they used to come in bottles. You can drink that bottle up, take it back to the store and get you a nickel. Me and a friend of mine one time, we went bottle collecting on Saturday. We found 600 Coca-Cola bottles and made $18 that day. Now that was a pile of money back yonder. Well, I want to show you these other little products we have here. If you got bugs in your barn or anywhere, buy this right here. You can get it at the dollar store or Walmart or Fred's or maybe Target might have them. I don't know. We ain't got a Target around here. Maybe they'll bring one. Take that right there and mash that little button right there. Put it inside your barn, but make sure you stay outside, because I tell you what, one time I went in there too early. That made me sick. Then if you got cracks in your concrete, you can take this little product right here called liquid cement crack filler. It'll fill some cracks. You just take it like this, see that little crack right there? You just pour it down there, let her sit for a while. In about 3 or 4 days, she'll be all right unless fire ants get in there. And sometimes fire ants get in there and they'll push that stuff up and you got to have a redo. Well, my education is this right here is a nice, fine. It says pecan in there, but that's just a fool, y'all. These some of them lemons I grew. They didn't look like oranges now. They've been in the barn a while, and they got kind of a little mushy. They still smell good, though. I think they're still good. But anyways, I got thinking about that education of mine. How times has changed. We used to do a lot of reading in my days. I remember growing up, going to that library down there and let you check out books. You sure could have learned a lot from a book. Made you dream. I remember. Just fond memories. It helped me out through the years. I managed to get a high school education. I even managed to graduate from college. It took me a while. I even managed to graduate from 20-something military schools while I was in the Army. But had I not learned to read well, way back yonder, I don't know what I'd be today. Well, let's load these books in this old wheelbarrow over here. And put them back up on the shelf. Maybe one day somebody might read them. The encyclopedias. I ain't got all the A to Z's no more. They disappeared over the year. Get my bulldozer. I need that too. Take a little wheelbarrow right here. Got to get my last book right here.